After making her first debut in Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers is going higher, further, and faster than the first movie. And in the sequel, officially titled The Marvels, as it suggests itself, she is going to have company. And today, we are going to talk about just that, the long-awaited sequel. We will take a first look at things and tell you everything we know so far. And all you have to do is sit back and enjoy all the details we have prepared for you today. Behind the scenes. And just like that, in a glimpse of an eye, Marvel's Phase 4 is underway. With a couple of months under the belt, with the Disney Plus series first, WandaVision, with the offering of the layered story of Scarlet Witch and Vision, the series also offered a wink and nod of what is to come for Brie Larson's Captain Marvel in the upcoming sequel, that is. The sequel will be going higher, further, and faster. We mean, when you know that there are going to be 3 Captain Marvels instead of 1, it undoubtedly will be a much more intense movie than the first one. Marvel fans were even more excited when they heard that in May 2021 will be the period when the movie will start with the production. However, that seems like a lost cause, because we're in August now and nothing happened. Some delays occurred. Nia DaCosta will be directing the sequel. Marvel switching things up after the first one was directed and written by Anna Boden. DaCosta is a young filmmaker who has got the talent to deliver with a movie. She will also be the first Black woman to helm a Marvel film, yet another milestone for Marvel Studios. The script, on the other hand, will be written by Megan McDonnell, who previously served as staff writer on all 9 WandaVision episodes, and the main writer on the fan favorite We Interrupt This Program episode. McDonnell was hired to take on the Marvel script way back in January 2020, nearly a year to the day the WandaVision series made its debut on Disney+. Release date and trailer. As all the other movies from Marvel Studios, the Marvels also had to go through a few delays up to this point. When Disney shifted around their release dates for Marvel's Phase 4 after the delay of Black Widow to November 2020, it was announced that the sequel would eventually be released on July 8, 2022. However, even further reshuffles of the MCU slate have occurred. Black Panther 2 took the Marvel spot of its original July release, so the movie had to be rescheduled, with the current official date being November 11, 2022. And we can just hope that there are no further delays, because we think that you, just like all of us, cannot wait to see Brie Larson back in action. As for a trailer, or a short footage of sorts, we will have to wait a bit more on that. If the sequel does start filming anytime soon, possibly by the end of, let's say, September 2021, we might get some footage, a teaser, or some set leaks in the early months of 2022. But don't get your hopes up on seeing anything about the movie by the end of this year. We will just have to be patient just a bit longer. The Marvels cast. Right from the start, we knew that Brie Larson would be back portraying the role as Carol Danvers. However, some of the biggest news came at the Disney Investor Day in December 2020, when it was announced that she is getting some company. Joining Brie Larson is Teyonah Parris, who made her first debut in WandaVision, portraying the role of the grown-up version of Monica Rambeau. And joining these two is Iman Vellani as Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, who will make her debut ahead of the sequel in her very own MCU's Disney Plus series of the same name in late 2021. In the comics, her story is somewhat different, as she assumed the mantle of Miss Marvel after Carol Danvers became Captain Marvel. But in the MCU, we never saw Danvers as Miss Marvel. Thus, it seems like Kamala Khan will indeed be the first Miss Marvel we see on the big screen. Back in February 2019, Brie Larson opened up about wanting to see Miss Marvel keep her company, and by the looks of things, we can certainly say that her wish got granted. The title could just refer to these two, but the events of WandaVision saw Monica gain superpowers, who, in the comics, was Captain Marvel way before Carol became one, meaning that there will be another Captain Marvel in town. Talking of WandaVision, we also got some sad news that Maria Rambeau died during the 5 years that Monica had been dusted by the snap. ruling out the return of Lashana Lynch in the sequel. From what we have seen so far, it is clear that Carol and Monica have some issues to work through, potentially about her not being there for her mom when she needed her best friend by her side. Thus, a potential flashbacks of sort might occur in which we could see Lashana Lynch reprising her role. The only other casting that has been confirmed is Zahl Ashton, and that he will be the main villain of the movie. However, it is still unclear of which character he will be playing at the moment. But with 3 Captain Marvels, she is bound to be powerful. The first movie went without any major casualties beyond Star Force member Min-Erva, meaning that she is about the only character we can say for sure is not returning. Another cast member we would all love to see is Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury. And knowing just what kind of connection he has with Carol, we just might, but nothing has been confirmed, so don't get your hopes up. The Marvels plot. As for the plot side of things, as we mentioned before, judging by the title of the sequel, it likely refers to the fact that there will be a team-up between Carol Danvers and Kamala Khan, a team which will probably also feature Monica Rambeau. From WandaVision, we also got a hint that not all is well between Carol and Monica, so that friction could probably be one storyline from the plot of the sequel. We don't think that it will go too far to make Monica a villain or something like that, but it might not be all smooth sailing. Nothing official has come out about the plot synopsis from Marvel, but on many occasions, the closest we got to what kind of adventure we are getting was that it is going to be a cosmic one, meaning that a lot of space is in store for us. We just don't know which kind. It has also been reported that the events of the sequel will take place in the present day, which means that all of the events that are going to happen before the release of the sequel will have some kind of impact on it. After the events of Avengers Endgame and the 5-year time jump with the snap and all, the movie will likely be set in 2023. Captain Marvel didn't feature much in Avengers Endgame, although she did help out in the epic final battle. So it is hard to find any clues or an indicator of sort as to what to expect from Carol moving forward. The Russo brothers also confirmed that she wasn't in Avengers Endgame much, since the story was about the original 6, and this is the reason why she was off helping other planets that were also affected by the snap. All in all, we can for sure state that Captain Marvel was indeed an integral element to the Avengers finally defeating Thanos in Avengers Endgame. And she showed up at Tony Stark's memorial too, but that was when we also saw her last, so it is anyone's guess as to what she has been doing after that, and where her endeavors have taken her. To be sure, we will just have to wait and see for ourselves, and have a much narrower perspective of the movie when some early footage or a teaser gets leaked. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what do you think about the upcoming trio in the sequel? And what kind of chemistry do you expect from the 3 Marvels that we're going to have on the big screen? And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.